when we say natural law, we're talking about human nature. We're not talking about outdoorsy nature. We're not talking about trees and forests and fields and rivers. When we say nature, usually when we're talking about this concept, we're talking about human nature. And when we say natural law, what we mean is that by simply looking around and seeing that humans are a specific kind of thing, that means we have a nature. A nature is what we are, and that we have a purpose, then we can know that there is a right way to act and a wrong way to act. Okay, so natural law is this concept that we can just using our reason alone, we can see, okay, well, human beings, they're a specific kind of thing. And things, human beings, our different faculties, our different powers, have purposes. And because we know what the purpose of these things are for, we know what a human being is for, we know what our different parts and abilities are for, then that means that we know that there's a right way to use them. The right way would be using them for what they're for. And there's a wrong way to use them, using them not what they're for. And that is what the natural law is. And this is where we get our whole entire study of ethics. Ethics is, you could say, the science of happiness, that we have this body of knowledge based upon the idea that we know what it means to be human, and we have a purpose, we have a goal, and we're striving for it. And we know that there are certain actions which take us to that goal, and we call those actions good actions. And we have certain actions which are taking us away from that goal, and we call those actions bad actions. Um, and so good, what does good even mean? Good means achieving the final goal, achieving the purpose. Bad means not achieving the purpose. It means going away from the purpose. So that's what ethics is. Ethics is the study of which actions are going to take me towards my goal and which actions are going to take me away from my goal. Okay, so the Ten Commandments then are God making it very, very clear and very, very precise that there are actions which are good actions that are going to take you to the goal, and there are actions which are bad actions which are going to take you away from the goal. Those are the Ten Commandments. So now a question that people might pose about the natural law. Um, so for example, well, why is it wrong for me to, misuse my to misuse my capacity for speech to tell a lie, right? Um, if that's wrong, does that mean that if I misuse anything, that's wrong, right? So, okay, well, can I use a baseball bat as a hammer, or is that a sin? And the answer is, well, no, because who's the author of the baseball bat? Us, human beings. Human beings are the ones who make the baseball bat to be what it is and what it's for. So if I make a baseball bat and I use it as a baseball bat, but then I decide, well, actually today I want to use it as a hammer, well, that's okay because I made it. But human nature, who's the author of human nature? Not us. We're not the author of human nature. We were given human nature pre-programmed. And who's the author of nature? God. So God created humans to be a certain way. And we can use our intellects and we can look and we can see, oh, interesting. Okay. So we come pre-programmed with these purposes. And that means that we should use those things for those. And if we don't, who are we offending? We're offending the author of nature, and that's God. So that's why it's a sin to misuse, um, to go against human nature, right? To misuse our faculties um, and the tools that God has given us.